you guys so much for checking out the Friendly Fire podcast. Please remember to rate, comment, like, subscribe, and do all of that fun stuff. Today we have the very funny Dan St. Germain.
Yeah.
So enjoy the episode.
Friendly Fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah, it's hard, man. And or the thing is, like, I've had this where I'm like, I meet a guy at a club and I really like him, and then I'll see him like a year later and I'll be like, oh, this guy was actually really funny and I had no idea. And then, but I've had the other thing too, where you're
The other
like,
thing's worse.
The other thing is so much worse.
The
When
other
you
thing
really
is-
like a guy in the green room and then you walk through the showroom to leave or something and he's bombing in a fashion that is
Oh, I'm the only one. I'm
Yeah.
the only one who's ever tasted their own cum.
Yeah.
Just
Or
full
just-
silence,
yeah.
and you go,
just admitting a crime.
yeah. Then you were like, I just was talking
Oh,
about.
I'm the only one who goes to Puerto Rico because the chicks are young, huh?
I love
You're like,
I love I'm the only one. when
Oh,
somebody's
I'm the only
bombing.
one who put a camera on my niece's toilet when she had a quinceanera. Come on.
It's a good. It's always fun to good. I'm the only one.
Yeah, or a guy who's like really being like really like defensively mean to the crowd. That's fun to
Yeah.
watch. Like a guy who's obviously been triggered by insecurity in his set, where he's just like, yeah, so what the fuck is wrong with you? Like just like it's always one lady in the front. He's like, what? Yeah, your arms are crossed. What the fuck is that? And you're like, oh, she's probably just comfortable.
That's it. I get annoyed at arms crossed, but it is true. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
more, especially because I'm fat, so I don't know what that's like. But skinny people like crossing their arms. You know.
Oh yeah, that is a classic. I mean, I think it was like Brody who used to do that thing. Terrible body language like that.
Yeah.
It's hard not to, but it is funny. Like I remember when I first started comedy thinking like it's gotta bother these people, and it'll definitely bother me to like look out at the crowd and see people not enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then you realize that happens at every single show. Almost every show there's one or two people who are just kind of like watching with no expression.
Yeah.
And I've also learned that more often than not, those are the psychos who come up to you after and they're like, you're a phenomenal comic. And you're like, what's wrong with you?
No, I've seen that too. Like I had a guy who was I thought was mean mug me, and he followed me on Instagram right after.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yesterday at our show, there's lady in the front row. You see, there's a lady in the front row who had a blanket on her lap and had her legs kicked out.
Was she
And I went,
FDR?
That's what
Yeah,
I do.
exactly.
I literally made that joke. And then,
Hey man, you got to make the blanket over the legs
totally.
joke. If this blanket over legs joke's FDR
and then
reference.
what was crazy was that I was like, I almost don't like that you're having this much of a good time. That you're like
Yeah.
relaxing, like your feet are up. I'm like, have some respect. Talk about cum, lady.
Yeah.
The
so-
worst one is I'm sorry.
no, go for it.
No, it's just when a new couple is like spooning on an Adirondack chair,
Yeah.
like kissing each other's neck, and you're like, "What the fuck is this
Yeah,
shit?"
well, we last night we have a weekly show at Roscoe's, and the front row is couches.
Yeah.
So you either get just like a dude who's way too comfortable with his like cock out, like just spread, or you get
There
a
I
couple.
am. There I am.
Seeing me right there, dude.
Yeah, just in like gym shorts at your show. You're like, you couldn't wear pants for this, you know?
Yeah.
Or you get the couples canoodling. Yeah. There is a level of, like, obviously you want the crowd members to be comfortable. I always think like when they're set up like vertically away from you and everybody has to watch you like this, I'm like,
Yeah.
that sucks. That's not comfortable. But I don't want you with your legs crossed and your feet on the stage
it's
with a
nuts.
blanket over your legs.
Nuts.
No.
I'm not a big fan of just in general, like not even just comedy shows, just generally speaking, PDA doesn't, it makes me so uncomfortable seeing
Oh, I'm
it.
okay with PDA.
I don't like it. I don't
Well,
like
what's your line of PDA that you don't
like after anything
You're like hand holding.
No. I'm even fine with like, you know, like little like affection, like kissing, like what little pecks. But like when you're walking by and they're like full making
An
out
open
stuff,
mouth
Next time I
kiss.
see you with my wife,
crazy.
I'm gonna have her on my
just
lap.
kissing.
Yeah,
Just juggling her tits in front of you.
We were at a restaurant. My lady and I were at a restaurant like maybe like 3 days ago, and we went to All Day Pizza. It was unbelievable.
I heard it's
fucking
great.
love that place. But afterwards,
What the fuck? I gotta check it out.
It's very good. But afterwards, we're just sitting. There's a booth right next to us, and the couples are just like fully making out, which is it pissed me off for so many reasons. Number one, it's like you just ate pizza.
Yeah, you guys
Your
both
mouths
stink.
are it's a cesspool.
Yeah.
And then
Your
making
wife
out
tries,
right
or your
next to
girlfriend
us.
tries to go like this. And you're like, don't fucking touch me.
Don't
Don't
fucking
fucking embarrass me at all day pizza.
Not in front of no.
Yeah.
But it was just I'm like, what type of? I just feel like that's like a lack of social awareness to be
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
I mean, I'm talking like me to you. They're making out.
Yeah, that would
That's
bum me out.
crazy.
I wouldn't. I don't want to hear you kiss.
Yeah, if you can hear the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much.
I don't like it, but
I'm trying to. I mean, like I've really seen people go for it. You know, I'm trying to think. And then they get annoyed sometimes. Like they'll be making out in the crowd and be like, "Hey, can you stop?" And you're like, "Hey, fucking mind your own business."
yeah, it's just like, hey, this is what we're into.
Could you finger her in the handicapped restroom?
Yeah,
That's all I'm fucking asking. I'm asking for 10 feet.
Yeah, go into the family restroom where
Yes.
nobody else is allowed. Lock the door.
Change
finger her
her,
in there.
you know?
Yeah. Put her up on
do
the
whatever
changing
weird
table.
shit you're into.
Yeah, there's got to be some people who really get off on just doing shit like that in public, though.
I mean, for sure.
I mean, I know for a fact there is. I've watched the videos, but
You're like, I was taking video. I mean, I was watching videos.
yeah. I was watching.
Not such a Manila, just
Manila.
Manila. That's the right word, right? Vanilla.
I think vanilla, but Manila is the color, right, of that envelope. Isn't that?
Yeah.
I'm
Thriller in Manila.
Yeah.
That's Staples.
Yeah.
That's
Such a
very funny.
Manila guy.
I'm such a vanilla guy that I don't even think. It's just I'm so against anything like that I don't.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom doing it.
Sex happens for you in a bedroom with the door locked, and you have to be in love.
In eye contact.
It's not,
Yeah.
it's not
Heavy
anal
on eye
beads, it's
contact.
rosary beads.
Oh,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah. To me.
What's the craziest thing you do in sex?
No,
Great
I mean,
question.
nothing.
Never asked him that.
Nothing really super crazy.
Doggy style.
Yeah,
probably.
I mean, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, we've
doggy's
done-
a
listen,
special
and
occasion.
I've also-
Doggy's
no,
like, let's do something
listen,
crazy
that's on
tonight.
the reg,
Hey,
fellas.
hey.
Oh, shit.
But I'm
Tonight, I want you to bend over.
You know, I've tried stuff. It just doesn't do anything for me. Like I've done,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm opposed to trying. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
like
You haven't
I'm a
tried enough
picky
stuff.
eater, and I'm also picky with this. Like I don't
Yeah.
it's not that I don't like. I've tried mustard. I don't like mustard. That's
Yeah.
how I feel about sex stuff.
Is
too.
that how you explain to your girlfriend you don't need her pussy? You're
Yeah.
like, look, people like mustard. I personally don't. Sorry.
Well, listen, if you don't like mustard, this black guy loves it.
Yeah, it's like that's. We find
Oh,
out that's
dude.
what
Yeah, dude.
Josh is like. I personally don't do
like
anything.
I just sit in the
Josh, you
corner
look
on the
like
chair.
every guy in a cuck video.
Dude,
Yeah.
Every
I
guy
have-
in a cuck video. You have like a
unfortunately-
tiny dick ring and being like, oh, how is this happening?
Unfortunately, I have cuck face. I also have lesbian face.
Yeah.
It's not a good.
No, but you're doing all right.
I'm doing all right, and
You've got a weird loadout. You should say, and his fiance, adorable, beautiful
sure.
girl.
And
You know,
yeah,
he did great.
but I just am not. I'm also not like open, like super open sexually. Like, I feel like a weird thing that our generation specifically, they're so
You're not open
open
sexually. There goes my follow-up question.
I feel like so many people would just like tell you things that you don't want to hear about their sex lives, and you're just like, I don't need to know that. Like my buddy, we've talked about this before, but we have a friend here who's a comic who was telling me like, yeah, he's like, I got laid last night. It's like, oh, to your wife that I've had.
Oh, he did that
dinner
about his
with. It's like-
wife?
it's like that's not. You don't talk about that with
Yeah,
a
I had
person
to tell.
I know.
I posted a clip on my Instagram. I was on Soder's podcast. This is like a year or two ago, but I was talking about. I had to talk about fucking my wife doggy style for a story, but the way I said it, like it felt so. I'm like, oh, I'm plowing my betrothed.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I was really giving it to the woman of my dreams. And,
And if you know, you're like, oh, Sarah.
Dude, that woman who filled up my medical insurance sucks such good dick. Dude. You know, it doesn't really work the same way.
Yeah, my next of kin was licking my ass.
but yeah, nothing like when your emergency contact is really just going after it. Jesus.
I don't know how big of a pussy I just did.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
It was like draped.
Yeah, I do. I feel the same way. And obviously, you and I are on different ends of the sexual spectrum, Josh and I, for sure. But
Gay?
not fully gay. But just like with
Pedophile?
what we do. Yeah, I like old. He likes young. But I hate talking about it to people. Like I hate people
I
ask.
bet
me
you do
stuff.
very well. As a tall guy with a good face who's funny, you do very well.
I do okay.
That's a guy who does very
Yeah,
well.
he's trying to be humble about it.
Yeah,
I do okay.
That's like the same. That's how the guy who killed Bin Laden talked about it at first.
Yeah. First,
I was just at right place at the right time. You know, that's really all
Talking
that
about
it
getting
was.
pussy that way is so
Yeah,
funny.
I was just
trying to help my country,
I was
man.
just serving my country. I was in the right place
you do
at
it
the
for the
right
guys
time.
to the left and to the right of you.
You do it to the guys left and right. Yeah.
Talking about getting laid.
Yeah. And then it comes out and it's that's not actually the guy who killed Bin Laden. downtrodden. And
Yeah,
it's kind of everybody's kind of taking credit for it. That's kind of the
He
way.
invited me to do his podcast. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the guy who's supposedly
What?
Yeah.
Dude, why didn't you do
I
it?
tried, and then he bailed last second. I was like
Yeah.
on my way to San Antonio. He goes, "Oh fuck, I actually
You
have to
should hunt him
cancellation."
down for the podcast like he hunted down Bin
Dude,
Laden.
no. I would be super. I wouldn't have an original question. That's the issue. I'd be like, "Are you scared?" You know, like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't have anything cool.
That's why you do it, just to show
Yeah.
your grandkids. I was in this guy in a room with a guy who lied about killing Osama bin Laden for an hour.
And I asked him if he'd prefer gay son or thought daughter.
Yeah, to talk to like that guy and be like, yeah.
That one fucking what was I talking about? The goddamn the American Sniper. That whole story is complete bullshit.
Yeah,
Chris Kyle's,
right.
Yeah, he called Jesse Ventura like Jesse Ventura sued him and won because he made up like
Yeah.
some story about beating Jesse Ventura's ass.
Well,
Awesome.
dude, he
Yeah.
ruined his legacy from like a lot of reasons like that. When the video of him coming forward talking about like sniping people during Katrina. Have you ever
Oh,
seen that?
yeah.
that's
And it's like, what
Yeah.
do you just be the guy that was like a hero?
Yeah,
Dude, it's like Giuliani. If he had just shut the fuck up, he would have
Right.
been in that fucking Yankees dugout for the rest of his.
he'd have been
fucking life.
he'd have been the mayor that saved the city.
That would have been it. No one would have paid attention to the cousin fucking and all the other shit.
Yeah,
he did.
he wouldn't have been the guy with his hair dye sweating down his face outside of a home. What was it that they did?
It
that
was Four Seasons. I went there landscaping.
It was-
he went to
but-
landscape. There's a really great diner right near there. And me
Now-
and my wife went across the street. It's
now-
amazing that he found that place. He thought it was a Four Seasons.
Yeah, did they think it was a hotel?
They thought it was a hotel. There's
Awesome.
no way. There's like John Deere fucking track.
That's
Like,
awesome.
there's no way that. And I'm sure what happened is like the guy who's the location guy's like, I don't think this is it. And Giuliani was just like, fuck it, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We're doing the press conference here.
It'll appeal to Middle America.
Yeah,
He's just
I've-
like sweating his
I've
dick
got
off
an
in a
Eastern
suit.
Eastern European oligarch to meet. That's another thing that he's like. As soon as he saved America, he just like took blood money from like the worst people for like 20 fucking years.
Well, now podcasters
I
are
was just
taking
gonna say
that kind
he's
of,
doing the Saudi comedy festival.
Yeah, podcasters and comedians are taking blood money now
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
Turns out there's a number for everybody. I think.
I also
Yeah.
think it's all blood money. It's all been blood money since every time. Like since we were trading grains back and forth, there's a little blood on us.
I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I think I would have gone to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we would have to. That's the thing. That's like some
Yeah.
people asked me, and I said I did say to my friend who went, I probably wouldn't have. But I understand why you did it because I would have done it because he was one of the. He's still being very nice, but it was more lower tier guy versus like his Chappelle or something like that. But we would have to if someone offers me $100,000 to do comedy, if it's the institution where my mom died, I would probably do it for $100,000, and I hate those people.
100%.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it sucks that there isn't because you'd like to think you can make a principled decision, but then it's also like just life, where you're like,
yeah.
what would am I putting morals aside?
I'm not a
for
Rockefeller, bro.
$400,000? Maybe.
I tell you what, I turned down doing one of those OnlyFans specials.
Yeah, so did I,
And in the
yeah.
moment, I felt like I was like, that's just the right choice. And then I
Have they done that well though, or no?
I don't think
I don't think they
so.
did that
I think
well.
it
I
actually
don't
hurts
no,
a lot
I
of
don't think
comics.
so. But the number that the base and then what you can make if you just promote it like once a week for
Yeah.
the next couple months, you can make like
Take
10K.
yeah.
And
wow.
yeah, like that would have been, but I felt like proud. I was like, yeah, like I don't want my first chunk of material that I release to be through OnlyFans. And then there's like a whole algorithm thing of like if you promote on OnlyFans for that long, but that's another. But nonetheless, I was like proud.
OnlyFans, I'm available.
Yeah.
I'll even do the butt shit. I don't even have to do comedy.
Yeah. Dan, we have a special
Tier.
Show you guys a
tier
yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pays $12K.
It's actually you and Amanda Bynes on this tier.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the most depressing celebrity.
Well, I remember
How they fucked her up.
I actually
Yeah.
remember I auditioned for it, and then I found out I was at a venue here in town. I got hit up last second to go and do a thing, and they didn't tell me what it was for. They were going to go audition for this thing, and I got there, and that's what it was for. And I was like, "Fuck, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do
I'll
this."
do comedy, but why do I have to suck this guy's
yeah,
dick?
what are you
Yeah.
talking? Yeah. Wait, I'll do. Why is Harvey Weinstein? in this
Why
green
is
room?
this? Why is there a black leather couch in this audition room?
And then he looks at me and he goes, "You actually don't even need to do anything. You just sit in that chair." And
Yeah,
bring your
you sit in that chair, you watch me.
So tell me, where are you from?
Dude, there's a comic in LA who does this. have I showed, was it this pod? No, I don't know if it was this pod or somebody else's pod. There's a comic who I know in LA that I think you've met a couple of times too, he's an extra in porn. And he's like a cuck in porn. He is the cuck.
Is he funny?
He's funny.
Does he pull his cock out, or does he just
no.
like, sit there and be embarrassed?
He sits there in the chair while like guys like bang the wives, and they're like, me to you.
I tell you what, if I had met him a couple times, I definitely would have seen him.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah,
No,
Does he
because
suck the guy's dick at
sure.
the end?
The joke
Some of
is
those
that
guys
I-
suck those guys'
I don't
dick.
think he does.
Yeah,
any,
some of them do.
I think at the
So he's just the.
yes, he's
oh,
in thumbnails. He's like in thumbnails. I'll see his clips and then see his face like 4 hours later.
Oh, he's in thumbnails.
The joke I
already.
was just making, but no, I think I didn't deliver it properly.
No, they didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, you got it.
I got it.
Wait,
I
what did
said,
you
well,
say?
if I had met him, I definitely would have seen him, implying that I watch cuck porn,
Yeah.
which I do sometimes.
I wasn't even judging.
Yeah, I think maybe it didn't hit because you.
I don't
maybe,
know if you know some of the
maybe-
weird ass shit that's out there. That's fine.
Yeah, cuck porn is so vast now that like, dude, people being into like tentacles is normal.
Dude, I was like filling in for Shane for Matt and Shane and that comic, really funny guy, Nate was on, sorry.
Yeah.
Nate Marshall?
Nate Marshall.
Yeah.
And Nate was, I always keep saying Nathan, but Nate was, I guess doing crowd work last night. And I mean, it's his story to tell, and he asked like, oh, what kind of porn are you into? And a guy's like, a little trans, and his girlfriend didn't know, and she just got silent.
Whoa! I wonder
then,
if that
like,
was at our show or
That's what I hear.
Or at Mothership.
Apparently, he tried to save it, being like, man, it's more titties.
Yeah,
Like, he was,
newer
like, trying to help the
tits.
guy out.
new fresh tits, and his girl's like, "What the fuck?" Damn! Imagine I do wonder how many relationships have like actually been ruined because of crowd
Well,
work.
didn't that what happened to Taylor Swift? Like her boyfriend went on like I think Come Town or Adam Friedland show and talked about like watching ghetto gaggers. And then she like broke up with him. She's like, I'm gonna date a football player. from now
Yeah,
on.
ghetto gaggers.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah.
What is that?
You
What is-
can't
what's
be
ghetto
if
dog
you're
gaggers?
Taylor
fart.
Swift. You cannot be dating a ghetto gaggers guy.
What's
I'm not gonna
I
Google
mean,
it.
I don't know, but
what do you think,
Figure
bro?
out what it
I can
means,
get
Josh.
there, but I don't know because here's the thing about ghetto gaggers: it could go one of two ways. I can see it picturing it both ways.
Oh well,
Well,
you
we
think
know what
that-
you're into now.
Yeah,
Black
you
ladies?
think the ghettos are getting gagged?
Yeah,
Calling them the ghettos sounds
okay.
feels
that was
really
crazy. Yeah, that
wrong.
was really bad.
But I was just
Matt.
going off the name. Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that. Don't do that. Yeah.
How about housing crisis hosts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty. It's you can't come back from ghetto gaggers.
I was thinking if I could make a. I was.
An all new take on Project XXX.
What's Project XXX?
Like the projects. I was riffing off
Projects.
of the housing.
This is
the
like
ghetto
the
gaggers.
Explain Your Joke podcast.
yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Fuck
Two
you.
Oh, he
and
bopped
20
first,
minutes.
and
We might actually cut that out.
We should probably
That was
cut
at
that
18
whole
minutes.
joke. That was crazy. We marked that down. Please.
It's funny. It's funny, but it's not funny enough to leave in.
Yeah, that's what people say about.
I just like.
Are you a carrot top or carrot bottom? Hey now!
Hey,
I saved it,
there
guys.
you
I
go.
saved
Can
I
it.
tell you
I
something?
saved it.
That was a. That
It's
was
probably some roast joke.
100% when I first. I did one roast ever and somebody was like, "Yeah, what do you care? Do you care top or bottom?" Crowd went crazy, and I went, "That's not even funny. That's like the hackiest."
It's all
Everybody's heard
wordplay,
that.
dude. It's like,
Yeah.
what's it called? What's the big roast one? Cold Stone Steve Austin. That's
Uh-huh.
one.
Yeah.
They all have like a couple.
It's like, yeah. If you're here, then who's being a gay guy?
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I actually
really
like that one.
Yeah.
That's good. That was.
That was
I
pretty
like
good.
that one a lot, but
yeah,
I
that's
think
a Norm joke.
I find yeah, it really is. I watched this clip, and I don't think I ever talk about other comics clips. There's this guy. He has a very Norm, like sensibility, like and he does this joke. It's like a 3-minute long joke where every punchline is, "What is this, Monopoly?" Have you seen this clip? I'll have to send
Well,
it to
is
you.
it Heidegger? Because he does a fake.
No.
I love
it's
that
not.
Heidegger
So,
fake
yeah, he's
comic
so
where he's
funny,
like
too.
trying to break it down,
got
and
those
he just
slick
never
back
has
hair.
material.
You know what's funny now? Some of his clips will come up, and he's been talking a lot more about politics lately.
Yeah.
And I never know, because of who he is, I never know if it's a genuine clip. I don't know
Yeah.
what his opinions are
He's very
or aren't.
liberal. He's very.
Well, I know that.
left-leaning.
But sometimes I'll be having a take and I'm like, I can't tell if this is a bit or not.
He's the
and
dude, he's
that's
so
how
funny.
you know you've really built the right the way people perceive you. Where it's just like, I've been doing bits for so long that at this point I can't even get in trouble for real opinions because I can just say I was doing a character.
Dude,
Kind of brilliant.
It's guys like us are not going to get in trouble for bits.
Yeah.
You know, because we may, but I just don't see that happening anymore.
Some of
I
us,
just don't.
every once in a while, some of us do, and then you become the biggest comic in the world.
Yeah, exactly. If we get in trouble, it would be for a specific audience getting pissed off at a specific joke.
Right.
About
It
it,
would be the
yeah, it's
world.
like has to be hyper niche.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, what's his name? The guy, I really like him. He's on SNL now, Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But he everyone was like, because he did something about like how like SNL's too gay or whatever. He did like a bit.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, they're gonna fire him. And I'm like, I hope they do. His career will fucking
Yeah.
skyrocket. Like,
Yeah.
he would make the worst thing is if they just ice him out and keep him on the season. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets fired, then he's gonna sell out rooms for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
So-
getting fired from SNL is actually a better career move than just doing SNL, I think.
It's
Yeah.
not just like the big. It's like people. So many people have had that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like even Michael Longfellow is like he got some buzz just because he's no longer there. He started circulating. People were like, "Why'd they get rid of this guy again?"
Yeah.
It's like and he's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
He is very. That was weird. They got rid of my buddy. They got rid of Devin. But they do that every year. It's like a red wedding
For
sort of
sure.
shit. I mean, you think like Galifianakis lasted 6 episodes. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Which
you
is
know.
crazy. I mean, just like one of the greatest comedic actors.
Dude, he's
And then
of
they
our
hired him as a
time.
writer, which is dumb too. Where it's like you don't want to
Yeah.
use him as a fucking
Yeah.
The guy?
There's literally no one like him.
Yeah.
like even I get compared to him a lot. And I'm like, our acts are nothing like you. He's like the most unique.
Have
dude.
you watched his special Live at the
Oh,
Purple
of course,
Onion?
that was one of the
It's
things
one of the
that I
best-
like,
it's one of the
got
best
into. That and
albums
the
ever.
David Cross HBO one.
I mean,
like, God
absolutely
damn, dude.
insane. I watched it. I don't even know if I'd been doing comedy when I watched it, and I was like, "This is brilliant."
Dude, his Seth Galifianakis when he's his brother.
Yeah.
It's so. Dave was invited to the fall chili cookout.
Yeah.
He's doing his
God,
whole
he's
thing is that he's
good.
excited about the fall chili cookout is so goddamn
His
funny.
timing is devastating. It's
Yeah.
So
it's
good.
so good. His timing is crazy. And when you meet him, sweetest guy in the world. And,
Yeah, I haven't met
and not
him,
at all like
Yeah.
jokey at all. Just like a really, hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
You know, like that kind
that's
of guy.
nice too.
Yeah, there's
That's
nothing
nice.
worse than.
Yeah, you meet enough people where you go, "I didn't want you to suck."
Well, I think he was just like, oh, I'll always be like a Mr. Show guy and always make money. And he wasn't expecting Hangover to be one of the biggest comedies of all
Yeah.
time. And then after that happens, it's like, well, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want for the rest of
Yeah.
your life now, unless
Yeah.
you're like Kevin Hart and you and the spotlight's not on you, you shrivel up. You
yeah.
know, like
yeah. Yeah, because that does. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what that would be like to be like the biggest thing for a while and then lose that. So I mean, but it is.
It's got to be like a drug, like feeling like you're weaning off a drug or something.
Sure, yeah. I
The
bet.
attention, it's just like the rush.
but no
that
one
you
wants
get.
full famous now.
For sure.
No
No.
one wants. I
No.
mean, even like it's like you look at like a comic who's genuinely hilarious, is killing it right now, right? Like a Shane or something. You go to Skankfest, and there's like a line of guys waiting to like impress him and shake his hand. I'm like, that's got to be a
Yeah.
fucking nightmare. You
Yeah.
know, like it's like. You know, you almost want to be like you want to be like Wally Shawn famous, where it's like, hey, I love you. It's like you the guy figures out who you are.
Right,
You know,
right.
like
Somebody going, "I know you from somewhere."
Yeah.
Where do I know you from? That's a good. Then you can lie.
But then I go like, well, I've gotten like, well, I was on Conan and comedy, and they go, nope, not that.
I do hate when people. I had this happen the other day. I was getting a golf club fixed, and the guy behind the counter was like, "Have I helped you before? You look familiar." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm in here, every once in a while." And he was like, "Huh, okay." And then while I was standing in line, a guy that has like follows me
Seen you
was
on
like,
Com.
"Oh, you're Matt Ross, right?" Blah blah blah. And then the guy behind the counter was like, "You didn't say anything when I said you looked familiar." And I was like, and I told him, I was like, how uncomfortable would it have been if I'd been like, "I'm a comedian," and you went, "No, it's not that." Then I'm just the asshole.
Yeah,
who's
you
like,
made the right call.
Yeah, you just go, "Oh yeah, I don't know."
Yeah, you definitely made the right call. You know, like it's, I don't know, man. It wasn't like in the 70s. It's like celebrities could be in secret occult cults and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you can't do that. I guess you can now if you're like a tech bro, but for the most part, it seems like part of it now, part of being a celebrity is always being accessible.
Yeah.
So it's like like Jack Nicholson wasn't like that, you know, like stuff like that.
Well, yeah. Now it's like now the whole thing is like parasocial relationships. Like that's like a social media tactic that like your team
do you mean?
will push
Like,
on you.
they want you to
It's
make them feel like you're
making
friends.
content that
I've
gives.
been trying to do that. Not doing great. I have more regular friends than online friends for sure.
Yeah, it's like the targeted goal of making content that is or seems vulnerable enough where people can form a friendship with you by watching your videos, because those are people. It's like it's one step past like mega fan. It's like people who think they know you. We have a friend who his
That's
following
so
is like that, and
dangerous.
it's weird to be around sometimes.
I was just, not to mention Shane again, but like I've been getting, and he must do this all the time, so I don't know how he's not terrified. But maybe another comedian has been I don't even know if I want to. This guy Ass Collective has been like fucking tagging us, and then it'll just be like pick like videos of him outside of a bush looking at a building, and I'm like, how the fuck is this gonna work?
What? So he tags you guys in it, and
he
he's
talks
like,
about like the coming of the new millennium and shit like that, and I'm like, I don't know. I really hope this turns out all right for me, because I got way less security than old.
Yeah, there's no security at the Econo Lodge you're staying at.
There's no security. He's in my room right now.
Yeah,
he's in my room right now.
He's going through your stuff.
I think about that
Yeah.
too. I got my. I was just talking about this the other day on this pod too. So sorry if you're listening and you hear the story again. I got my ass beat when I was like brand new in comedy by a guy because I told his wife to shut up at a show.
And he beat your
And
ass?
I was filling up my gas like 20 minutes
He
after.
went after you
Yeah,
at
20
the-
minutes after the show. I was putting gas in my car, and then I like finished putting gas. I sat in my car, got done. And my door swung open. He just started hitting me in the face. Like, he beat the fuck out of
Did you
me.
call the cops?
Damn.
No.
Damn,
Good for you,
dude.
man.
No,
Yeah.
I
Just
stood
live
up.
with that-
I
we'll
stood
just
up
live with
and
that trauma.
I
OG.
stood up and I went, yeah, walk away. I was like pouring
Dude,
blood.
it's okay. We've been there in
Like,
Bushwick. I was like, me and my friend were walking, and this one dude punched my friend in the face, and then he punched me. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to square up. But then I look, and there's like a van of his friends, and it clearly was a gang initiation.
Yeah.
So I just go like, hey, man, what the fuck? And he walked
Stay
away.
out.
And stay out, Mr. Man.
Yeah, it felt like it was very. It's one of those things too because we were. We were talking about literally yesterday. We were talking about this. It's like I think it's fun. Comics are funny because if you do stand up, I feel like you get like an inflated ego to some capacity. You have to have one. It's to some capacity.
You have to have one to start.
To think that you're like worthy enough to like take people's time up to like give your opinions to
Yes.
to the masses. It's like there's something there. But and so that also comes with like a type of attitude. But then everybody, they're just giant. Everybody's such a pussy.
Yeah.
That like the confrontations that happen in comedy are so funny. Being like, "Did you steal this joke?" And then they're like, "No." And then they go back and forth on Instagram for like eight or nine messages where it's like, "You better hope I don't see." And then you're out at a green room with both of them, and then they're just like, "Hey,"
They just don't say it.
yeah, they just
They're
act
just
like
sitting
it
on
didn't happen.
separate ends of the couch looking at their phone.
Yeah, being
yeah.
like passively aggressive. It's like
This guy's a fucking pussy.
yeah, this guy's
Yeah.
a fucking pussy. Did you see? He didn't even look at me. It's like
He stole my fucking joke about tariffs.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
he did. Yeah. It's like, all right, man.
I'm the only one that can talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can talk about difference between women and men.
Hey, don't come after my act, dude.
That's my act, dude. What are we talking
Don't come
about?
after my
There's
act.
only a couple guys that I would want to really call out, and hopefully one day I'll be successful enough to ruin them. But
You
there's
gotta-
only a couple. Like
you
most
gotta-
people I really like in comedy. And stand up, there's only been a couple people that piss me off. It's mostly the writing world that people piss me off. But yeah, it's we're all fucking wrecks, dude. We're all
Yeah.
wrecks
Everybody's so
and-
emotionally
And I
unstable
do
that-
feel like nobody is ever at the level they want to be at, regardless of how successful they get.
Totally.
Like you see it like over and over. Like all like I'll go sell 70 tickets, in Plano, Texas, which is something
That's actually great.
Which is great. It's something that I would I like 3 years ago. I would have loved to be able to have
Right.
70 people do my hour for them. Like that's great.
Yeah.
And then I go, fuck. Like I wish. And then you see somebody who sells 100 tickets a show for a 5-show weekend, and you're like, that's awesome. But then that person wants to be
Comparison
selling
is the
out.
thief of joy, yeah.
Exactly. And then the person who's selling out is like, yeah, maybe next year I'll be able to do theaters. And then you do theaters, and they go, yeah, but this show didn't sell out. It's only like 1,200, not 1,300. And then now people are doing arenas, which I guess not now. Like you had the Dice Clays and the people, but like
arenas are never going to be that.
I mean,
I've
like
never done one. So.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is no shade to the people doing arenas. That's amazing.
Yeah, I would take it. I'll take that problem.
Yeah, so I'll take that burden off your back.
Yeah, I'll take
just
that burden.
can't be the best way to do stand up.
Dude, I was so bummed because I did Dallas Comedy Club a couple years ago and I had like 10 people per show, and this time it was like 50 per show, and I was like, all right, I did enough. Because I was squarely in the writers' work, and I didn't understand that like the business had changed so much.
Yeah.
So I wasn't doing pods, but it's hard now, man. I mean, everybody, everybody's out there, and it doesn't feel like right after COVID there was that bump of like I don't know if you felt it every time you were in a show. There was like people were excited to be there. They're like, "Fuck, I'm out of my house. This is awesome." And then that ended. Now it's back to. Everyone's on their own, in their own library all day, and then they try to come up for air, and they can't relate to anyone.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do feel like the nicheness of like it's hard for people to relate unless you're talking about the things that are in our phone, which right now is some of the worst shit that's ever like unless you're to have like a great funny take about like the worst things going on, people are kind of like, I don't know if I fully relate to this.
I don't have any fucking ice jokes yet.
Yeah, I know.
Better
it's
hope
really
it
tough.
melts, and then you go, look at that, $15 billion.
Are you sure it wasn't me who punched you?
That is like, but what is the worst is when you see those types of clips. So I can't wait for it to melt. 7 million views. And you go, is this what people want?
I could tell you're funny, but I could tell you're fun to watch bomb too.
Oh,
the worst.
I could tell you get excited. I could tell you get excited, and then there's that.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
How does it go?
I get more. I get dark for no reason.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
well, you've seen it, so I'm going to get the truth
One
from you.
joke won't land.
Be honest with me. Should I kill myself?
Yeah.
That's like immediate.
I'll do those ones. I'll do those
like
ones.
an actual, like a genuine poll of the crowd of if he should end his life.
I do that. Okay, you bomb like I bomb.
Yeah.
I literally once I was bombing at the show, and I got up on a pool table and I said, "Does anyone want to fuck me in my ass?"
That's the type of stuff that I do.
Yeah. That's, we should run a suicide hotline. The least successful suicide hotline in history.
Yeah, he'll finish a bad set and be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go fuck my butt." Shit like that.
I do a lot of that.
He is very fun to watch bomb.
I do. The only time I'll steal some Dana Gould, because I'll steal his delivery when I say this. Like if something really bombs, I'm just like, or I could go fuck myself.
Yeah,
and then just like let people sit in it.
Yeah. The thing that I do that I find it's never success. It's a thing that I have a bad habit of is trying to write stuff that I think is funny to me, which then leads to a series that, that's kind of the rule is obviously you try to write funny for it. But there's a difference between something that's funny to you and something that's funny to everybody.
Yes.
So like I'll be doing references about like I had this bit about like a British guy getting hit in the leg with a cannonball. And it's like it was one of my favorite jokes and it just would bomb every time. But I still think it's one of my funniest jokes.
Yeah.
And then so it stinks because you have to balance it, right? You go, do I do the thing do I keep doing the thing that I go, I know this is funny. It's funny to me, which means it's got to be funny to some other person.
Yeah.
Or do I do a more relatable thing about, like whatever you can, whatever.
The difference between men and women.
Yeah, the difference between women and men. Because it's like one of them is like you can build an audience by doing hyper specific niche things that are funny to you because then you're finding your voice and people who will gravitate towards that.
Does even the reaction matter? Because I saw a really funny bit from a comic I know kills, but the reaction wasn't that great, but he still posted it because the bit was so great, and it still did well.
Yeah.
But you have to be like pretty pumped to bet that you got to know that bit's good.
Yeah, because sometimes you'll see a video where the crowd's not great, and all the comments are like, L crowd, this crowd sucks.
Yeah,
you're all, whatever. And I'm
they
like,
need a villain, and the crowd becomes the villain.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that is the thing now. Is like you could just post.
I need to start posting stuff.
Yeah,
I hate it. It's
you should just
it's
post.
Annoying, man. You work your ass off, and then you give shit away for free.
Yeah, just post clips of you bombing, talking about the Revolutionary War.
I'm not superstar. I'm extending my parking.
Okay. I'm actually not a superstar. I can't afford the ticket.
This is the opposite. Yeah, my private jet. 11
awesome.
minutes. I gotta add a little time. Let me spend a little time. All right, I'll just
Sorry,
do
I'm yawning. I woke up at 6:45 this morning. So
do what?
I went and got fit for golf clubs.
Again?
No, I just did that. I got fit 2 years ago, and now I'm getting.
You
it
told
done
me the
again.
other day that you.
Are you
did
like
that.
a professional golfer?
No,
No, he's
but-
a
That
professional
early?
liar. I think last week you said you were doing that.
No.
Yeah, you did. You
I
told
think-
me that.
No, I
Dude,
did not.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna-
trying to say this. I
one
think you
sec.
sound like a piece of shit.
I didn't want to say.
I
anything.
really don't think that
I'm not
I
trying to be
did.
annoying, but I think you sound like a fucking.
Are you sure
awful
I didn't say
person.
that I was going to play golf?
1 second, because maybe I'm being crazy.
Maybe I lied to you. I don't know why I would lie to you about that.
No, I typed in fit and you said no gag reflex, so it doesn't fit the theme. I don't know what that could have been about.
Our friend Spencer, he'll make these like really in-depth flyers. He made one for Josh that was promoting that Josh was teaching a stand-up comedy
Oh,
class.
that was
Oh, could you
brutal.
Which
send me
like
that?
it went
I'll put
around
that in
for
my
a while,
stories.
and then he made one for me. It was a show flyer,
Dude,
and
that is a great prank. Oh, making you look like a fucking edgelord comic is
yeah,
the greatest.
gag
It's-
reflex. It's me sitting on the Mothership stairs, just like,
That's such a
He-
good prank,
Dude, no,
man.
it's brutal. I had.
Dude,
did
I love
one-
this guy. I've never met
Oh,
this guy,
it's
but I
so
love
funny.
him.
He's so funny, dude. He made one. Our buddy a couple years ago had made his like first special, and it was Raza, who's like a fairly artistic guy
Yeah.
in comparison to most of us who are just kind of like dummies sometimes.
Yeah.
And so Spencer kept posting. Like another fake like promo for it, be like so pumped for my buddy filming his first special, and he named it like The Dilemma of the Raven's Claw or something like that. And to the point, like he just posts it completely. He doesn't say it's a joke. He just posts stuff
That's
like
the best
that.
way.
And it's just like really only if you. There are people who know Spencer but aren't friends with him who don't know that he's doing these. Like there
Oh
were
my
people
God.
that thought
I gotta
there
get
are
him to
probably
do
people that
publicity
still
for my new
think that
special.
that Josh
Yeah.
did a stand-up comedy class.
Chloe LeBranch saw me and went, "Why are you teaching a comedy
Yeah,
class?" Like, she
exactly.
was like, "Do you need money that bad?" I'm like,
Yeah.
that was fake.
Oh, so Chloe, your parents are like knights. They're like lords. Calm down.
You need money that bad? You're teaching a that
She
is
throws you a
fun.
coin.
Yeah.
And gets back in her carriage.
Here's a
King
shilling.
Jester's Brewery is where I was teaching it.
King Jester.
King Jester's Brewery.
That's
Jester's
awesome.
Brewery.
That's the thing, dude. I mean,
Oh, man.
the flyers will have dates and times and locations. It's
Dude, there's nothing sadder than a comedy teacher in a small town who said they studied under someone and they've never done anything. They're like, I studied at UCB.
dude.
And you're like, whoa,
in
this
Florida,
is dark, dude.
I knew of 3 dudes who taught comedy classes, and all of them are like mediocre on their best night. It's like it doesn't attract somebody who's genuinely. If you were genuinely really great at comedy,
Yeah.
Right.
You-
I always give people advice, but I would feel so awkward asking for money
yeah,
for
yeah,
advice.
yeah.
And I actually probably have some advice I could
Yeah.
give people, but like it's still so arrogant.
Well, the classes that they did in Florida, it was basically like a glorified writing class. They basically taught you how to move the mic out of the mic stand out
Yeah.
of the way, and then at the end of the class, everybody got to perform what they had written their 5 minutes at the Palm Beach Improv. R.I.P.
Of course.
And,
Shout
and
Is it
and-
over now,
And
Palm Beach
well,
Improv?
they
made a
closed
new
down the location. They're opening a new one like out west in a shopping mall. It used to be right in the center
That
of
was
downtown
a good
West
room.
Palm.
I just did a guest spot on Michelle Wolf's show there one time. It
It's
was
a
good room.
It's a great club. It's huge, but when it's full, it's awesome.
crazy, yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was right in the middle. It felt that was where
Well,
I
that
started.
was right in the middle of like fucking everything.
Yeah,
It was a great
that's where I
location.
started, and it was so fun because there was like they have like the bar next door, and like
Do you think
you'd
that
hang
made you?
out.
Because you're, I mean, I don't know for fact, but I feel like you're lean more left politically,
Sure.
and that is I think that's a great place for you to come up with, and because if you
Yeah.
can because you're not going to sell out your POV, so if you
Right.
can make your POV work there,
Yeah, that's also kind of how I feel sometimes here.
yeah, yeah,
Like which is good.
Yeah.
Soder told me that as well. Like when I like talking about like because in here you can get both, but if you go over to the clubs in East Austin, specifically the one called East Austin Comedy,
Yeah.
you get a lot different, younger, typically more liberal crowd. So it's nice to be able to have both.
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes over there, like when it's like 25-year-olds who just finished college and they're like young and hot and they brought their own wine.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even about politics. I just go, you guys just aren't who this is for. You know?
Well, then, I mean, I had a weird thing last night where I was like young. I think they were like mid-20s. I think they were just out of college. And, you know, two girls are like super hot, and it's like this gay guy who's like the fur coat, fashionable. And they didn't like move their faces once during my act. And then afterwards, they're like, you were our favorite man.
What? You're our
They said you were our favorite man.
You're our favorite man. Was there a
was
woman
like-
on the show?
There was a couple women.
Yeah,
it was
so-
it was run by women, and you know, like it was
okay.
like one of the. I was in enemy territory, bro.
Gotcha,
Behind enemy
gotcha.
lines.
I was behind enemy lines.
You were our favorite man.
You are our
That's so
favorite
sweet.
man.
Yeah.
That's like something an alien says after he wipes out a city.
Yeah, seriously.
You will survive, but none of the others.
Yeah, you are our favorite man.
Favorite man.
You will become a god. I wouldn't mind if karma's real, like becoming a black lab to a rich family or a golden retriever to a rich family.
Totally.
Bro, especially if they don't fucking fuck with your dick, which they probably would.
They
They
leave your
would,
they leave
yeah.
your balls on.
Which I'm fine. If my wife took me to get my shit snipped, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
You know, as long as she
Yeah.
gave me a cone afterwards.
Yeah, I could, dude. I would ditch it for sure.
Yeah, start sneaking medicine in with the peanut butter.
Yeah,
Chemically castrating.
But it's like
you.
oxy, so I like
Yeah.
eat the whole jar.
It's like oxy and queso. It's like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Oxy and queso
man,
goes
bro.
my fucking kryptonite.
Bro.
Would that not be it?
Dude, do we have Pierre Tostito
Yeah.
number? Let's call him up.
The nodding off meals, so funny.
Oh, dude, I love nodding off during a meal.
Just
I've woke up with food
not-
in my mouth before.
Just nachos, like cheese melted on
Bro,
nacho
this happened
chip.
the other night where I had an edible and you know I wasn't drunk or anything, but I had an edible and I fell asleep and I realized that I was chewing gum. I woke up and there was just gum all in my
Yeah.
beard and I had to like cut it out.
Oh,
each
no, in your
piece.
beard?
Yeah, it came out of my mouth and in my
Oh,
beard and then I
no.
passed out on the gum.
no,
I'm bringing the homeless inside.
dude. I was telling this the other day when I used to do like oxys and heroin and stuff. There was
Yeah.
a phase of my life where my family would only give me like I was young, so your family's still
Were
helping
you on the
out.
street? Were you on the street?
No,
okay.
never quite made it there.
Yeah.
But they would still, help me out, but they're not giving me cash. So it was like Panera gift cards. My gran would give me these chocolates that I really liked, like chocolate covered pomegranates. And then the light in my room was really bright, so I would light a candle. And so I would wake up, I would put the candle on my bed, and there was more than one day where I woke up with the candle had tipped over, wax all over my bed, and chocolate melted to my body. And just like waking up groggy with just like wax and chocolate covered
And then you've gotta take an
pomegranates all
opioid
over me.
shit, which is the worst
and then
shits
you just have
ever.
to sit on the toilet for an hour trying to get one shit to come out.
Oh
just
my
covered in
God.
wax and chocolate. It's the best.
Well, thank God you got past it because I did. I remember when I was, luckily, I mean, I've done oxy, but I never did heroin. And but I remember this was like I was in Key West and I was there to dump my mom's ashes, but then I did Key West Comedy Club because I was there.
Yeah.
Obviously, very depressing trip. But shout out Tommy
Tom's
Dustin.
the
I love
best.
that guy.
Yeah.
But I was not in my. I was there to dump ashes. I wasn't there to
Yeah.
do comedy. And I ended up getting an oxy, and before that the oxys didn't work, but I had one and it worked, and I was like, oh, I could see myself throwing my life away
yeah.
for this because I was
Yeah.
just, you know what it is? It's the thing. It's that being fine feels awesome. That's just being fine.
Yeah,
You know?
and especially I'm not gonna bum the pot. I had a similar experience with
Yeah.
I was already doing them before, but I had something that like was pretty traumatic and like sad happen.
Yeah.
And then when you take oxys when that's going on and you realize that everything's okay, you go, I could do this forever.
You could,
Yeah.
not realizing,
Nah.
like, oh, you're not doing the work at all, and that's going to come back and haunt you,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
for sure.
You know?
And nowadays you can't do it forever. You will die. Fentanyl.
Yeah.
Which
Do you
is
want to
also
try
good.
fentanyl on the podcast? for
Yeah.
us?
That's what we should do. Well, Josh,
Welcome back.
Josh has been dosing other people on podcasts. He's been
Are you
going
doing the fucking Ari
No,
Shaffir?
no.
Will it consensual dosing? But he brings pre-workout like bucked up. It's called bucked up, which has ground deer antler in it.
You ever had that?
And
No, I
he'll
don't
take
want
a
it. I
scoop
don't want
on
it. You have it on you.
He'll take a scoop on a
You get
pod.
punched in the face, and you're like, you don't know what's in this thermos.
We did dad meat, and Tim Butterly took a scoop of it after drinking like a cold brew, which was like his third coffee of the day.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes into the pod, Tim was a different guy. Like it was all, it
Seriously?
was,
Oh, dude,
it
I
was,
Send me the link. I may do it on my own then.
Dude, I think
I'll
it'll
finally be able to fuck my wife
you
I
get
think
deer
it was
antler in
deer
ya?
blood.
Dude, I think it will be outlawed. I think we'll look back. I think the FDA will eventually look at.
What
like,
does it turn you into? Like a werewolf?
It's like, it's like pre-workout. So it's just like it feels like a stimulant. It really does feel
It
like
is.
you're like, yeah, it is a stimulant. It's
Yeah,
like,
I don't need to fuck with that.
Yeah, it's like 300 milligrams of caffeine a scoop.
and then there's like all these like
then-
weird like dexoxystrine. I don't
There's
know what
all
these
these
things
like
are.
Is it that kind that makes your like skin like
yeah,
Yes.
skin itches.
You're like, it's
you get-
great.
the
I grew a
worst.
pussy, but
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
I don't know what this. Yeah, I got cysts on my back now, but and they leak.
I have a pussy on my obliques now,
Yeah,
but other than that,
fucking shredded.
yeah, it's and then there's like all these like supplements, I guess, skirt the line of FDA approval.
Totally, they
so
do.
there's
Yeah.
all these like
Dude, people are on
stimulants.
people are going nuts on Kratom
Dude,
right now.
yeah.
People are like going nuts on
I
it.
know.
That's
Well, people
the
don't
thing.
People are
realize.
like hallucinating, I think.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
don't realize that's just as bad as like being on Percocet.
Yeah.
like it really is.
Really is
Oh,
like
yeah.
Kratom?
Well,
so it's
yeah.
way worse than weed.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so by quite a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
because kratom is this thing that like has like tribal connections to like southern, like I want to say it's like Southern America or maybe Asia or whatever, things that people have used. It's like
Yeah.
a root and stuff. But now we've made it into capitalism.
Yeah, we
and
had
now
to break the handle
we're
off.
selling it at gas stations, but now they're making like a pill form of it. And I've literally seen it. It'll be advertised as it'll be called like Perk or like Oxy with 2 X's on the thing. And they're super strong and they're just opiates basically.
And they say they're Kratom.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess they are, but they're just like a really strong
Are they
version of it.
expensive?
I don't know. I've never had to buy it, but like,
I just see your Looney Tune legs.
yeah.
Get out of here.
Is it expensive? I mean, I have friends who have gotten sober and then gone back to like relapse basically on kratom and then like ended up just as bad as they were doing like heroin and actual like pills and shit. Yeah, it's crazy. And you can just buy it at a gas station.
Yeah.
It's like how K2 was, except I think it's worse than K2.
Yeah.
I never did K2, thank God.
Yeah, I feel like you just smoked weed probably.
No, I've never did. No, I did. I was addicted to benzos and I loved coke.
Yeah.
and I loved painkillers. But
Yeah.
I didn't really get an oxy. It was just more Percocet. And
Yeah.
stuff. And Vicodin, which it doesn't even fucking do shit. And no, it was actually everything but that. But I'm glad I didn't get into heroin, and I'm fucking sure as fuck glad I didn't get into fentanyl. The last time I was at rehab, these kids now can fucking drug us under the table.
Oh, dude, it's insane.
It's insane. None of them are fucking. None of them are partying, but they're on end of life drugs. Like
Yeah.
the kids are addicted to 19-year-olds addicted to Dilaudid.
Yeah.
And you hear these people talk and they can't form a fucking sentence. It's all and then the other ones can't form a sentence because they're on edibles and they hate women. So there's like no
What a
like
funny-
everyone under 25. It's a fucking nightmare right
It's
now.
just
How old
like-
are you guys? 30s, right?
Yeah, 32.
Yeah, turned 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone under 25. Have you seen Begonia yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the fat guy who's Jesse Plemons' friend. First off, my personality is very much like Jesse Plemons in that movie, which is not a compliment. But that kid I've seen a million times.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was great by the way, but I've seen that type of like
Totally.
just an
kind of on the
in-
spectrum, but
yeah.
not totally.
Like an incel drug addict.
Yes.
Crazy. Just a
What
guy-
happened,
Just a
dude?
guy doing fentanyl. His like,
literally, I'm gonna fucking.
yeah.
Yeah, like this is like the top. When I was in college or high school, this was the toxic male. It was, why didn't you call me back? I don't know, I was busy. I just kind of want to hook up.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole. You're a fucking bitch.
Now
that was a toxic male. Now it's like, if I fuck you, I go to hell, so you're a whore. And you're like, what the fuck happened?
we came
Let's
full
go back to
Puritan,
just
yeah.
regular douches
Yeah.
and not whatever the fuck this is.
We're getting back to the Anglo-Saxon ways.
That's
dude.
awesome.
Dude, now, yeah,
Time
it's like
history's repeating itself.
yeah, now instead of like being in a mystery people, we're in a Reverend Danforth or
Yeah,
something.
dude, it's crazy. I have I have friends who are teachers who are saying that is like counterculture used to be like pop punk. You know what I mean? It'd be like you're
It'd be
emo.
like, let's
whatever.
get fucked up.
And
let's
now
fucking party.
Now
Let's
what's
try to get
happening is
laid.
kids are like being like counterculture now is like kids are going ultra conservative, going ultra religious, like saving themselves for marriage. It's weird.
Have you seen the video? There's a video of a kid who, I mean, he can't be older than 15, but that's his whole online persona is like, it'll be.
What
You know
is
what I'm
the
talking
milk
about?
kid?
Well, he
No,
was
that
like,
sounds crazy.
I don't drink beer. I drink milk.
It's it's
crazy.
shit like that.
It's like those kind of kids.
It'll be him cutting like a steak, and it'll be like this and a godly woman, and it's like a 15-year-old. He'd be like, "No, bro, I don't want to go party with you. I just hit ketosis, and it's time to pump. I don't need to worry about
that guy,
chicks and shit."
yeah.
And he's like
Sorry,
14
bro.
or 15. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, you've obviously seen Clavicular because I just got into that guy
Yes.
this week.
Do you know who Clavicular is?
Oh, bro, I'll send it to you.
He's a streamer.
Instagram friend request me or whatever, but like he's the guy who's behind the looks maxing movement.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
The
like when,
mogging.
those dudes when they like, I was mewing for a while.
Yeah.
I was trying to fix his jaw. I got
Well,
a
he
lot
paid
of fix.
$35,000 for a new jaw.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he got, I mean, this is the lamest thing I've ever heard. He got kicked out of college for steroids.
Whoa.
Like 3 weeks in, I'm like, we fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like, but he doesn't understand, like, these idiots. They're like, women want a hot guy. I'm like, no, they don't. They want a hot guy in high school, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
They want an interesting, fun guy as soon as they get into college. None of us are hot. Most guys aren't hot. We either have good women like our faces, all right? Like, it's not like
or our hands.
or our hands.
Yeah.
And they like a little like my wife is much better looking than me, and she dated like one ripped guy, and she was like, yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this guy, he recently like ran over a guy with his car too that was like trying to
What the
stream
fuck?
snipe him, and then he's like, yeah. I mean, it's like
What the
these
fuck?
the streamers are really crazy now. Like,
Well, I think Flint has just jumped the shark by like he came out and was like, well, the problem isn't. It's the spy element of Epstein. It's not the underage thing, whatever with that. And everyone's like, whoa,
Whoa.
what? What did he say? And then
is
he's
Nick
like, we should
Fuentes
go
saying
to
something crazy?
yeah. But it's clearly like, it's like, oh, you are probably an asset. From how you're talking.
Well, like
Yeah.
that Nick Shirley kid too is also
Yes,
like out
he's
of his
just a
fu-
fucking
he's
moron.
That
Right.
guy, I watched like 20 minutes of the Andrew Callahan thing, and I'm like, this kid like doesn't like he didn't know what like benevolent mean, and then he mispronounced, but like it was
Relevant.
Yeah, but what do you mean by benevolent? Like
Benevolent.
It was so funny.
Well, also
dude.
he had like one of the most telling things about him is like he was like, well, I just thought it was like bullshit that you didn't speak. He's telling this to Andrew Callahan. I think it's bullshit you didn't speak out about Charlie Kirk and publicly denounce it. And then Andrew Callahan's like, I did. And then he was like, I didn't see it. And he goes, did you see the video? I interviewed the guy who Charlie Kirk was debating when he got killed. And then he was like, well, I didn't watch that. And he goes, well, you should check it out. And then he goes, I don't want to. So his thought process was, you didn't publicly announce it. Andrew going, yeah, I did. Did you watch the video I posted about it? And he goes, well, no, I didn't watch it. So then you're accusing me of something, but I have evidence to back up that I did. And then you go,
Yeah. So
awesome,
your counter to that
So
is,
awesome.
well, I just don't feel
showing,
like
dude,
it. I just don't
everyone
feel
is
like
just showing ass.
and that guy's the
2026 is the year of just showing ass.
And that's the
Of
guy
like
who is-
fucking doping yourself.
It's like
in
he's
front
got
of everyone.
600 billion views on that video.
Yeah, dude,
And then also he turned
he's the news now.
He also showed up to whatever's happening at that daycare, whatever.
Whatever,
But he
yeah.
also showed up on a day that they weren't actively. It was an off day at the wrong time.
Or it was like every school I've been to since Columbine is locked, and he's like, "Why is this locked?"
Why didn't they let me and all my guys in gator masks in?
why come you don't have a tattoo?
Yeah.
Where's your tattoo? Have you ever seen Idiocracy?
Yeah.
We have legitimate. Who wrote Idiocracy?
It was Mike Judge.
Yes, dude.
It's great, but it's weird now
haunting
because
how-
there is that, but then there's also super smart people. It's like now on the street, right? Like if you get into a fight in the 50s, it would be everybody knew how to fight a little bit. Everyone
Everybody-
knew
you
how
snap
to
your-
like,
you snap your fingers and
but
you-
like everyone knew how to throw a punch and stand in the pocket and either get knocked out or didn't. Now it's either you're like or you're like Chuck Liddell.
Yeah,
you're a
trained-
killing machine.
Yeah, and you don't know who it is.
Yes, and you don't know who it is.
Dude, I go to a bouldering gym. I don't do it.
That's hard.
But
you're the
that's-
first rock climber I've liked, by the way.
That I don't do it. I don't rock climb. They have a sauna and a cold plunge, and it's close to my house.
Wait,
That's
do
the only
you-
reason I go.
Support?
You use a spa near your.
I use a spa near my house. I use a spa near my house.
You use a spa near your
I go
house.
to the gym, I stretch, and then I spa. Yes. But dude, there are some of the strongest nerds you've ever seen in your life at my gym.
Oh,
They're
I
just, I mean,
imagine.
dude, they're hanging from monkey bars. They're doing one-handed pull-ups, practicing holds on their fingertips. But they're like guys with like they're guys with like the geometric scientific tattoos and like anime shirts on. And it's like that's what the world is now.
You know, I've been coming soft again, and that's disturbing.
You doing a soft come?
Well, you know, I go on these, you know, I'm away from my wife. I do a little handy to myself, obviously, and for some reason it'll be soft and I'll just come immediately. I'm like, well, this is the worst of both worlds.
Wait, 1 second.
That
I
seems
want to
cool.
go over the logistics.
That
of this.
seems really
it gets
cool.
a little bit bigger, and
Okay.
then it just, it's almost like,
Is this like
it's like if your dick became, wah, wah.
So you. What's the headspace behind it? Are you like horny?
No, it's more like I should probably do this. It's been a couple days.
Okay, that makes yeah.
Then why did I do
you're
this? That's
tactically
usually
releasing.
what it is. Yeah,
Right,
it's a tactical release.
It's a tactical release. Now
No,
that
I don't
makes
really
more
have
sense.
much more. You know, I'm on so many antidepressants right now. I don't really have a masturbation habit anymore. It's almost like I have to remember to fit it in once a week. You know,
See, that's
I
crazy.
should just see if it still works. If I'm
play-
not hooking up with my wife.
I plan things around the jack.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it'll flip flop one day.
You know.
Yeah, 35, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm close.
If you're not, but I'm on a lot of meds, so I don't know if that's. What
I'm on 10 milligrams of Lexapro, and
That'll fuck you.
I've never had that happen yet. I've had
I was
it
on
one
30
time.
and it happened.
30's a lot.
Yeah.
30's a decent amount. 10 is. You know what's fun about mine too is that my Lexapro comes in 20 milligrams, and then I have to cut it in half, which just feels so silly.
It's such a drug.
Yeah, it feels like such a silly
drug lord thing to do.
It feels like a silly thing to do for 10 milligrams of Lexapro.
Yeah.
The VA gives it to me, and I go, yeah, let's do this. They go, it's better to have it and not need it, I think.
VA, are you a veteran? You're a veteran.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. What if I just left? No, I'm just more. I'm more interested. I'm just more interested. Like, is it easier to get drugs in the VA than if you were?
I'm sure. I've only ever had to do. Well, actually, probably not, because sometimes the healthcare is like brutal. Like it's like sometimes it's like I had
Here?
no,
in
for the-
America.
Yeah. Specifically,
Wait
to
a minute.
The VA though, it'll be like 7 months. Like you'll like file. Like I have like I have a bum
Yeah.
knee from something that happened in the military. Like I have a bad knee, and I'll need rehab. I need rehab for it. But in order for me to like schedule an appointment out, it'll be like 7 months in advance, and then like they'll cancel, and then they go, well, now you have to wait another 2 months, and you go like, my fucking knee hurts.
Yeah.
And then they gave me like an ointment and painkillers, and it's like, well, this isn't the solution. I don't want ointment and painkillers.
Yeah.
I want
I want
a
I want
knee.
physical therapy. Yeah.
Yeah, I want a knee.
I want a knee, dude, and I also want cheap oil. So then there's this weird thing. Where you go, what do I do? Are we going to Syria or not?
the great American dilemma,
Listen,
huh?
I
Is there a
want-
country that has knees we could
Listen,
go to?
I
Is there any chance that Venezuela has extra knees?
We have to go. We have to send our amputees back
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
get their own
We're
hands.
getting, and then you go like that, or you go, yeah. You get. You also get discounts at Buffalo Wild Wings. So it's like, what else do you want? It's like, do you want good health care, or do you want 15% off of Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah.
You know, it's so depressed. I listen to Scott Horton sometimes. He's like this great libertarian analysis of stuff, and he'll just be like, if you look at all the military ventures the last three years, the only field that we've made progress in is prosthetics.
Whoa.
That is so depressing.
You guys are getting blown
dude.
away, huh?
Yeah, they're like we haven't won a war, but man, we got better fake hands now.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, I also think the state of the world too. Not to get too into this, but I also don't think that you can. There's no conventional warfare that you can win now. It's
No.
not. It's not like
Hearts
a
and minds?
Yeah, it's not
Not
like,
even that.
It's
There's
not even the
impossible.
battle of like it used to just be like, this is the land that's available. We push up. You either come at us and you push us back, or we push you back. Now it's like drones and people hide in their mountains, and they still have their democracy set up, and they're set this way or whatever it is. Like you'll never conventional warfare as we know it's
done.
It's done.
Well,
Now
and I
it's-
also think like taking over a society now. Like I watched The Boys, great show. In
Yes,
the second
yeah.
season, she says like she's like, hey, you don't need everybody to like you. You just need 5 million people that want to die for you.
Oh.
And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's chilling. But
Totally.
you know, like there's no Tom Hanks famous anymore,
know.
where everyone just kind of likes the person.
Yeah, totally.
That's it.
There's another thing too. This is like a thing that I thought was interesting when they talk about like the last thing to go in a culture. Like if you've fully taken over, the last thing that like the one thing that will last is food. So like
Yeah.
until you've taken over like cuisine from somebody, until like the people that you've conquered are now eating the food that you have until you've set up a McDonald's. You haven't won.
Wow, yeah.
That's
Until
like the
Venezuela's eating hamburgers,
Yeah.
cheeseburgers, we're not going to stop.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Thank you guys so much for
What
checking
a
out the Friendly
great-
Fire
Yeah,
podcast.
we actually we should end there. You actually hit it. That's hilarious, Dan.
No, that is an hour. Where can we?
Dan,
where can we
thank you
find
for,
you?
thank
Thank
for
you.
coming,
Where
man.
can you find me? On a bridge after this episode.
At the Econo
On
Lodge.
a bridge at the Econo Lodge with a gun in my mouth.
Depending when this comes out, maybe a hotel by the airport.
Maybe I'll do it by the airport. Maybe face down in a creek. I have a podcast, Burbs Bros, where we go into the paranormal and AI and all the crazy shit that's going on right now. I'm writing a cartoon with Dan Soder for Fox. We're really fucking excited about it. It's in the development stage, but we need you guys to pray to push it over the line. I just fucking had something go in my throat when I said that. Jesus Christ. I hope that's
Lightning
good.
strikes
I
you.
hope that's fucking good luck, especially talking about. I'm writing a movie with Andrew J. Cohen, who wrote Neighbors. That just got the market, so we're excited about that. And I said, follow me on Instagram, guys. Dan St. Germain. I'm doing probably a new special in the spring, and I'll have more info on that. So, but I need to increase the old follower count, folks. So if you could help me, I know I'm not as handsome as these two gentlemen, but come on, help me out. You know, I got to lose. The only time this whole podcast I've been looking at how big my fucking head is.
Yeah.
How big and red my head is.
I usually sit over there and it's hard not
It's
to.
really hard.
I'm
God
always looking at my
damn.
hairline.
I look like a divorced lion. you know?
The divorce lion. That's awesome.
All right,
thanks for
keep
coming,
going.
Dan.
No, thank
I
you guys.
appreciate
I really
it.
appreciate it. I love you
thank
guys.
so
All right.
much.